Hello and welcome in this video of Indus Valley Civilization. In this video we are going to understand in a very deep manner about the origin of the Indus Valley Civilization, the main features of this civilization, the decline of this civilization and the different cities which has been excavated in this Indus Valley Civilization. In a very detailed manner, we are going to discuss about the whole study of Indus Valley Civilization. But first of all, we will have an introduction of the Indus Valley Civilization, and after discussing it, we will discuss the most important questions which has appeared in different examinations and which has a fair chance of coming in the examination of your near future. So everything, the total points we are going to discuss in this video. So everything, whatever you have studied and whatever uh, the points which are coming in the present day examination, everything we are going to discuss in this video. After watching this video, you will get a broad idea. Everything, all the points we will discuss, all the points will be discussed in this video. So this session is going to be very interesting. So keep watching this video, and after the end of the video, you can also assess how much progress we have achieved by answering the multiple choice questions which will be following after the end of this video. So let's start our discussion about the Indus Valley Civilization. Now, if we talk about the Indus Valley Civilization, the first thing you should know that this civilization was started at the bank of the river Indus. At the bank of the river Indus, this civilization was started. This was a very broad civilization, a very developed civilization, highly advanced civilization. Why I am calling this civilization as the advanced civilization, we will discuss at the time of the feature. When we will discuss about the feature of the Indus Valley Civilization, you will know why I call this the advanced civilization. It was a most serious, it is also called the most mysterious civilization which has not been discovered fully. Many informations are there that we have not got about this civilization because the language has not been deciphered so far. So far we have not discovered about the language of this civilization, and whatever information we have right now, we can tell that this was the most advanced civilization, although it was also very ancient civilization. So if we discuss this civilization in detail, it was unknown. This civilization was unknown before 1921. So before 1921, this civilization was unknown. This civilization was discovered in 1921 in accidental manner. Accidental, why I tell accidental? Because accidentally this civilization was discovered. We were doing some other things in the West Punjab, which is present day in Pakistan. Actually, the Indian people were constructing the railway lines in the western side of the Pakistan, in the West Punjab, which is in the Pakistan. We were constructing the railway lines, and the people, the laborers, were in need of certain bricks. So the local people of the West Punjab told that so many bricks were available in that area, and the laborers went towards that area where the bricks were available, and they accidentally got city. The remnants of the city was found, and after that excavation happened, and the whole area, the whole city, well developed city came into existence. It was observed the whole city was unearthed. So it was the attempt of Daya Ram Sahni in 1921. So Daya Ram Sahni is mainly remembered for excavation in the Harappa city. The Harappa city was excavated because of the attempt of Dayaram Sahni. Although in 1841, James Madison had already said in his article that in the western side of the Punjab there is a sign of a well-developed city, but it was hidden. It was suppressed by the British people. Actually, the British people were able to make the Indian people convinced that the Greek city is the most developed city before the excavation of the Indus Valley civilization, and the Indian people are the barbarians. Indian people don't have any culture. So there was a conflict. After the excavation of the Indus Valley civilization, there was also a conflict between who is more ancient. The Indian people are more ancient, or the Greek people were more ancient. So before the excavation of Indus Valley civilization, the British people were telling that we are more advanced. The Greek people are more advanced, and the Indian people don't have their ancient culture. The Indian people are the barbarians, and they don't know anything. They don't have their rich culture. And we were also accepting it. But after the excavation of the Indus Valley civilization, the Indian people also came to know that no, we also have a well-developed, traditional, rich cultural heritage. So the Indus Valley civilization was a matter of pride for the Indian people. The Indian people came to know that they also have a rich cultural heritage, and their ancestors were highly skillful, and they were living in a well-developed city. So as I have recently said, 1921 is the year when Harappa city was excavated by Dayaram Sahni in West Punjab. After the partition, the Harappa city went into the side of Pakistan, and their condition is very bad. The government of Pakistan don't care about the cultural heritage. This city, Harappan city, no repairing, no maintenance is there in the Harappa city in the present time. So the history begins with the birth of Indus Valley civilization, also known as the Harappan civilization. Now this question has appeared so many times. Why Indus Valley civilization is called the Harappan civilization? The answer is the Harappa was the first city which was excavated in the Indus Valley civilization. Because Harappa was the first city which was excavated, it is also called the Harappan civilization. Now it flourished around 2500 BC in the western part of South Asia, in the contemporary Pakistan, and in the western India. Actually, the Mehergarh is called the ancient city, the Mehergarh. The Mehergarh is in present-day Balochistan. From the Mehergarh, the people started coming into India, and they settled themselves in the river Indus. So the whole city, the whole civilization of the Indus Valley flourished at the bank of the Indus River and its tributary. Now Punjab, there are 5 tributaries of Indus River, and along the 5 tributaries of the Indus River, the whole civilization flourished. This civilization was contemporary with Chinese, Mesopotamian, and Babylonian civilization. The people of Indus Valley civilization were excellent in town planning and drainage system. So these are the 2 most important features of this civilization. As the Egyptian civilization is famous for the pyramids, the Chinese civilization is famous for its own culture, but the Indus Valley civilization is mainly famous for its equality. There were equality, all the people were equal, because everywhere in this city, in this civilization, there were houses. Every people have their houses, and every houses were made of the burnt bricks. Not a single house were made of the mud. In the in the present time in India, if you go towards the village area, still you may get a number of the houses made of the muds. But in the Indus Valley civilization, every houses were made of the burnt bricks. And at the same time, some vacant houses has also been found. Extra houses were also found. It means that everybody had their own home. Proper sanitation were there in every house. In every house there is flush toilets and the bathrooms. Now, so many things are there, so many informations were there in this Indus Valley civilization. So let's discuss all these features one by one. Now, if you see the map, so this is the map where the whole Indus Valley civilization flourished and developed. Now, this is the Mehergarh. It is in the present day Balochistan state of Pakistan. From Mehergarh, they started moving towards the eastern side. Towards the eastern side, they started moving. This is the Harappa city. It is located on the Ravi River, and it is called the Mohenjo-daro. The Mohenjo-daro means the Mount of Death. This Mohenjo-daro was based on the Indus River. This was the first city, as I have recently said, that Harappa was the first city that was discovered in Indus Valley civilization, and after that it is the Mohenjo-daro is the second city which was excavated in the Indus Valley civilization. So after this, the Mohenjo-daro city was discovered, and after the discovery of Mohenjo-daro, one by one city began to be excavated, one by one. Now, after the partition of India, the whole Harappa and Mohenjo-daro went into the side of Pakistan. So there started the excavation in Indian side also. Towards India also excavation started. So this is the Lothal, and the whole area is the area of the Indus Valley civilization. This city was primarily an urban city. An urban city, I am telling, it was not a village city. It was an urban city, because everywhere we are getting, in the whole city we are getting the use of burnt bricks on the road, on the drainage system, on the construction of the building. So it is called an urban city. Street lighting was also there at the night time. So it was called an urban city. So these are the 5 rivers. Now, if we talk about the northernmost point of the Indus Valley civilization, it is called the Manda. Manda is the northern west point of the Indus Valley civilization. The southernmost civilization was up to the Maharashtra southern side. It was called the Daimabad. In the eastern side, it was UP up to the Hindon River. So this was the extent of the Indus Valley civilization. Now, Mohenjo-daro, it has been asked so many times. Mohenjo-daro is called the largest city of the Indus Valley civilization. The largest city of Indus Valley civilization is Mohenjo-daro, and the largest city inside India, because Mohenjo-daro is now a part of Pakistan. So if you talk about the Indian side, in India, which is the largest city in Indus Valley, so largest city is Rakhi Garhi. Rakhi Garhi is in Hisar district. The Rakhi Garhi is in Hisar district of Haryana. So Rakhi Garhi is the largest site within India in Indus Valley civilization. And if we talk about undivided India, because at the time of 1921, it was undivided India. So it also included the part of Pakistan, Afghanistan and India. So in whole Indus Valley civilization of undivided India, Mohenjo-daro was the largest city. So I hope it is clear for everyone. So far, we have discovered around 1000 cities all over the Indus Valley civilization. 1000 cities we have discovered, but we have discovered only 5% of the area we have discovered. So many places are yet to be discovered. we have discovered only 5% of the Indus Valley area, the total area. And around 1,000 cities we have discovered, small or larger, including everything. So lot of things we have to discover still now. But because of the lack of money, the government of India is unable to conduct its excavation process. So I hope that you are aware about the map of the Indus Valley civilization. I hope it is clear. It has the 5 rivers. We are going to discuss about all the major cities of the Indus Valley and all its features. I hope it is clear. So let's move towards the next. Now, as I have recently said, the extent of the Indus Valley civilization. The West Baluchistan at the Sutka Gandor. It was the western border. The West Baluchistan is the western border of Indus Valley. Now East Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh at Hindon River. This Alamgirpur is the eastern border of Indus Valley civilization. It is located at the bank of Hindon River. In the north, it is extended up to Manda in Jammu and Kashmir. Daimabad was the southern border in Maharashtra. It covered the area of total 13 lakh square kilometer. Around 50 lakh people was the population of the Indus Valley civilization. This another interesting thing is that this civilization is called the most peaceful civilization of the world. Most peaceful civilization. Why I tell that everything so far we have discovered different seals, pottery, the images, the terracotta images or the bronze images, but weapons we have not discovered. There is no sign of killing the dead bodies. Killing of the dead bodies is not there. There is no sign of killing of the dead bodies, of killing of the people. Assassination of the people is not seen, is not observed in this civilization. So there is no sign of assassination of the people of Indus Valley. Weapons has not been found. This was the civilization. This was the great merit of this civilization, was that the weapons has not been discovered. That means it was a very peaceful city. Now, if we talk about the present day India, present day world, I will not talk about India, the present day world. Everywhere there is weapons, and now there is an armament race in the whole world. On one side India is developing weapons, on the other side China is developing, America is developing, everybody is developing weapons. So you can think, you can also assess what was the mentality in the present day time and what was the mentality of the Indus Valley people. Indus Valley people were economically prospered. There was equality everywhere. Excess houses has been seen in Indus Valley civilization, and now in the present time you can see the housing shortage and slums. Many people are there who are bound to reside on the roadside because of the lack of houses. But in this civilization there was no lack of houses, there were excess houses. So this was the equality was there in this civilization. There was prosperity was seen in this civilization. So this civilization, we can tell, was the most advanced civilization, where sanitation was of the prime concern of the people of Indus Valley. Now in the present time you can see there is no sanitation. There is garbage everywhere. The drains are not covered. The drains are open, where the dengue, malaria and number of the diseases can develop. But in that civilization, in Indus Valley, there was proper sanitation. We don't have the proper bathroom even in the present time. Many people, every people have their own mobile phones. But in the present day India, everybody don't have access to the bathroom. But in the Indus Valley civilization, everybody had their own bathroom, had their own toilets in their houses, and there were proper drainage system in the Indus Valley civilization people. So now you can compare what was the in which area we are still lagging behind even in the 21st century. So I hope that you will get a general idea about this civilization. One by one I am going to discuss about the different topics, the different points in this civilization where the important questions are seen. So this is the extent of the civilization. Now the question can come, which is the westernmost side of the Indus Valley civilization? Now you can easily tell Sutka Gandol. Alamgirpur is located in which state? Now Uttar Pradesh. Alamgirpur is located at which river? Then Hindon River, which is the northernmost side of the Indus Valley civilization. Manda. Daimabad is located in which state? So it is Maharashtra. Now, which is the largest city in Indus Valley civilization? Then you will tell Mohenjo-daro. If anybody asks you what is the largest site in India, which is the largest site of Indus Valley civilization in India, then in India it has been used, then Rakhigarhi. Now, where is Rakhigarhi? It is in Hisar district. It is in the Hisar district of Haryana. So this is the basic question that are asked frequently in the Indus Valley civilization questions, in the Indus Valley civilization topic. Now let's move ahead. I hope that you will get a general idea about this. Now, as I have recently said that Harappan site were discovered by Dayaram Sahni in 1921 on Mount Gamari district in western Punjab. Now this Punjab is in West Punjab. It is in Pakistan. Now Mohenjo-daro was discovered by R.D. Banerjee. After the excavation of the city, it was a shock for the British people. Actually, the British people tried their best to hide the Indus Valley excavation. Now when everything it was open, now you can ask me why the British people decided to hide the excavation of the Indus Valley civilization, because they did not want that some prosperous city should be discovered in India. They were telling that our Greek civilization is the most advanced one. Our Greek civilization was most ancient, more developed. Now they did not want that in a colonial country this advanced site should be developed and should be excavated. They did not want it. But now when everything was in air, now everything was in open, they had no other alternative but to accept the reality. So after 1921, the nationalism of Indian people came into existence. The Indian people also began to feel proud over their rich cultural heritage. Now after Harappan site, the Mohenjo-daro site was also discovered by R.D. Banerjee. It is located in the Larkana district in Sindh. It was discovered in 1922, that is 1 year after the excavation of Harappan site. Harappan site is also called the Harappan civilization because it was the first city that was discovered by Dayaram Sahni. Now after this city, another cities also began to be discovered, and we have discovered around 1000 cities so far and yet to be discovered. The other cities are yet to be discovered. Now as I have stated at the very beginning that the first it was discovered in 1842 by Charles Mason. So Charles Mason was a British traveler who first found it, and he wrote it in his article Various Journeys in Balochistan, Afghanistan and Punjab. Now this question has appeared a number of the time in different examination. It was first discovered by Charles Mason. It has been asked various examination a number of the times. Now you must remember this point. It was discovered by Charles Mason in 1842 in an article Various Journeys in Balochistan, Afghanistan and Punjab. This was the name of the article, but it was suppressed by the British people. The British people did not allow it to come into air. Actually the British people did not want that the Indian people should have the idea about this article. Indian people should know about this article, so they hide it. Now the next attempt was done in 1921. It was done by Dayaram Sahni. Now Indus Valley civilization was named by John Marshall. John Marshall was a person who named it Indus Valley civilization. Why it is called Indus Valley civilization? Because this civilization developed and flourished, originated and flourished on the river Indus and its tributaries. I hope it is clear. Now the world civilization, along with the Indus Valley civilization, there were other civilizations which are Mesopotamia, Egypt, China. These were the three most important civilizations along with the Indus Valley civilization, and they were maintaining trade. The Indus Valley civilization were maintaining trade relationship with these three important civilizations. Now, how we know about the trade? Because the seals has been found. The Indus Valley civilization, the people of Indus Valley civilizations, seal has been found in Mesopotamian, Egypt, and China. So because on the basis of the seals, we can know about the Indus Valley civilization. We are maintaining trade with these major civilizations. Now you can ask me a question that I have recently said that there were 1000 cities in the Indus Valley civilization. Now you can call it that these cities were different one. It did not belong to the Indus Valley civilization. No. All these cities were belonging to the Indus Valley civilization, because in all these 1000 cities, discovered cities, there is similar type of town planning, there is similar type of drainage system, there is similar type of seals has been found. So all these cities belonged to the Indus Valley civilization. All these cities were under the Indus Valley civilization. They were different cities, but civilization was one. Now, a single civilization don't develop in a year. So this civilization is very ancient, and there are so many uniformities in respect of seals, in respect of drainage system, in respect of town planning, in respect of food habits and culture. So all these cities were the part of the Indus Valley civilization. So I hope it is clear for everyone. Now along with the Indus Valley, Harappan and Mohenjo-daro, there were the other cities which are Kalibangan. The Kalibangan means the black bangles. The black bangles, or it is called in Hindi Kali Chudiyaan. It is called in Hindi. The Kalibangan in Rajasthan, the Chanhu-daro in Sindh of Pakistan, Lothal, Gujarat, Surkotada in Gujarat, Banawali in Haryana, Dholavira in Gujarat, and 800 other cities. It should be 1000. The total cities of the 1000 has been discovered so far. So Kalibangan means the black bangles or Kali Chudiyaan. The Chanhu-daro is in west. It is in Sindh province of the Pakistan. Lothal was a port city. Lothal was an ancient port city which was mainly responsible for export and import of goods by ship. So even in the ancient time, the Indus Valley people were traveling hundreds of miles in different civilization on small boat, on the boat system, and they were traveling on the sea route for maintaining trade. So you can imagine how much advanced this civilization was there. The navy was very strong of Indus Valley civilization. Because of the strong navy, they were able to travel the millions of the kilometers in the sea route. Surkotada is in Gujarat, Banawali is in Haryana, Dholavira. Now stadium, the Dholavira was a very advanced city, because the stadium has also been found, a long stadium has been found in the Dholavira. So these are the main important cities which we will discuss in this lesson. The total features of the whole cities we are going to discuss in this video.